Creating profile. Creating profile. With the create user command, we can't control certain things like these. So Oracle gave this extra option of profile. We can create like role. We can create a profile with certain things, certain parameters, certain extra control on users, and then we will give that profile to that particular user. If we don't give any profile to any user while creating, it will take a profile called default profile. We will check what it is. Default profile. Importantly, create profile name. Limits. What are the limits? We can fail login attempts. Means if 3 times or 2 times, if we try to log in with a wrong password, it should block him. He should come to DBA for help. This is one. Number of attempts. This is basically number of attempts. Password lock time means 1. It is number of days. Means if you want number of hours, we can control by 1 by 24. It will take 1 hour. We can take 1 by 24 for 1 hour. Accordingly, we can say 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is. If in this way, if we enter more than 3 times wrong password, it should lock for 1 day. If we specify password lock time 1. Password lifetime is 7. If I give this or 14, those many days the password will work without any problem. After that, it will expire automatically. It will force the user to change the password. Generally, we see these things in bank online login passwords. Sessions per user, total number of sessions, it's a number. Means a same user can open how many sessions at the same time. Here I mentioned 5. This user can go up to 5 different sessions from maybe single machine or multiple machines. Idle time in minutes, we can give this like 60 minutes or 30 minutes or 15 minutes based on requirement. Means if this much time that user is idle, it should log out him automatically. When that user comes back to his terminal, he should relog in. Connect time, so we can give 600. It is hours, it is in minutes. 10 hours means he can connect per day 600 minutes. Means he should not log in more than 10 hours. It's a maximum for an employee to work per day. If required, we can increase this. So like this, we will not allow a user to work more than 10 hours or 8 hours per day. Means in evening times as such certain things he should not work. So what we do, we can I'm creating a profile. Create profile. Prof1 limit. Take this. Failed login attempts are 3. After 3 it will fail. Password lock time 1 day. It should work for 7 days only. After that it should expire, so that user has to change. Same user can open 5 simultaneous sessions. He can stay idle for say 15 minutes on 15 minutes. After that it should log out automatically or lock the session. And connect time per day, basically it is we are getting 600 minutes, which is 10 hours. The profile is created. Assigning a profile, I can say create user u1. Here in this case we already created the user. Here we can say alter user u1 profile prof1. We can do like this, or drop user u1. Another way, create user u1 identified by u1, profile is prof1. We have this database view DBA profiles, where we can see select, we can see related to our our profile which has some 16 records. There it has different profiles. Okay, like select profile constal from DBA profiles. So prof1 we gave some, our properties which we gave. There is one more called default profile. There is one more called monitoring. Monitoring and default came automatically. We created prof1. Okay. P1 is not there, so it will not give anything. Select resource name. Suppose here we give resource name and limit. All are unlimited for default. Paid logon attempts are 10. Password lifetime is 6 months, 180 days. And password lock time is, I think, how much it is lock time. Password lock time is 1 means what it is. 1 means 1 day. Password lock time 1 day, and password grace time 7 days is there. This will check what it is. All others are unlimited, has been given in default. If you don't give anything, it will take default. Password will expire definitely after 6 months. You can't use the same password after 6 months. Okay, now we created a prof1. Select username profile from DBA users. In this DBA users, there is a column called profile. For all users, username profile from DBA users. If you use this, everybody got default except this one DBS NMP for something called monitoring profile. This is used in using this Oracle Enterprise Manager. And just now we created U1 which is having prof1 as profile. So all others will be given default profile. If you don't allocate anything, it will take default. So what are the things and who got profile 1? We can check using this. Same thing we can check who got default. These 29 users are got default profile. And now our profile password lock time is what we gave. Password lock time 1 day. 1 day. Here alter profile prof1 limit password lock time, we can change it to 2 inside prof1 only. It will affect only for prof1. So we can see this user. We can see actually so we change password lock time to 2. This is 2. So DBA profile, here we can see more information. 16 records related to our from DBA profiles. Our profile. To enforce kernel resource parameters, the following parameter must be set. Alter system set resource limit to true. Show parameter resource limit is false. So alter system set resource limit is equal to true. To enforce kernel resource parameters, we need this parameter to be set. Applying password restrictions. There is one more way to apply more complex restrictions, like a password so many letters with minimum 8 characters, one capital letter, one and something like underscore, one like this, some numbers. To do certain things, Oracle provides a script called utlpwdmg.sql. We will execute this. If we execute this, it will create a function alter profile. Under profile, there is a function called limit password verify function, which is generally null. Okay, we will assign, when you execute this particular package, it will create a pass function called verify function. Its name verify function. We can edit that file and we can play with it. We can have a look actually. cd oracle home dbms admin. What happened? cd is there any dbms. We don't have such directory. It's a spelling mistake. It is not dbms, it is rdbms. So I can log into this folder. We are under this folder, Oracle Home rdbms admin. Here we got all the scripts, ls star.sql. We got all SQL files. Our required SQL file is ls utl pwd star.sql. This is our file, pwd mg.sql. This is the code of the file. So this contains all the logic related to how many passwords. We can study this. It's huge. We need to study this. So it contains all the logics applied, basic logics to apply to the password. If we want to use this, suppose in our previous queries we use something called resource and limit, where this one. Here password, something called this is password verify function is default. We don't have anything. There is no value. So we can use, when we create this particular script, when we run this particular script, syntax error. Here it can't, it should be like this dollar. Yeah, profile function created, profile altered, function created. So now this certain things happen. Now we can reissue the previous command like this one, still showing password verify function default. With this I can make it null. Still default means it is null, it's not using. If you want to cancel, now I can set our required. Now it came as verify function. So now it will verify certain rules. It will not allow very small password. It will not allow password. Certain rules are there depending upon verify function. We can see Oracle documentation for verify function. To remove this function we don't need, because we don't know it clearly what it contains. So we can remove that. So we can check again. Oh, it's still showing verify function. Maybe we need to restart. We'll check. Yeah, gone. What is the syntax? So alter profile, profile 1, limit password verify function null. If we do this, it will remove that and it will show again the default. If you want to set that, it is null right now. If you want to set it for our function, we can. You can see it is now verify function. We can remove it. So it will not disturb us. We removed it. Now by default password is case sensitive. To disable it, set the following parameter to false. There is one parameter. This it is true, means it is case sensitive. If the password is with small letters, we can't use capital letters in the same time. So if we make it false, so that we can make it false. So with this it will we come to an end. It is case sensitive basically. It is because it is our personal system, so we can, it is false now. So it will not ask look for capital or small, it will take both. So with this we come to an end of this particular topic.